कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Okay, I'm now in a place called Majorca. It's a beach resort. I don't know why I'm telling you this because it's not a travel show. I mean, it's stupid to do a travel show, which is an audio show in any case, which you can't really explain or see anything. But yeah, and it's great. It's fabulous because you have a good beach body. This is a place to be. And that's why we brought Kunal Vijayakar here. We're keeping him out there and we're letting Spain get a taste of what it's like to be with a 58-year-old Indian male. And let me tell you, so far, we've got great feedback. Most of them have kept their kids away. It's called Cyrus Says. Enjoy the show. In charge is Captain Silverie and his air hostess is Abbas. Take it away.
Hello,
Wow,
this
who
is
made
your
you the captain?
This is your captain speaking. Air hostesses should keep quiet on the flight. No, I'll say that. So
Abbas,
just
can I get some poha right here? It'd be nice right
You
now.
have to pay 60 rupees for that.
yeah, and also you didn't press the ting, so you won't get it.
I'm old school customer.
shout at
Just
her.
shout. Hey, poha! Poha! Just
All
get
right.
on with it.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm Antariksh. This is Abbas, and we are joined by
Hello.
Sriraam. Yeah.
What? Those are your names? I have
Yes.
been lied to all this while.
And we are waiting on another guest to show up. Oh, you guys know who it is. So Ayushi is going to be showing up, and she's running a little late. That's right.
Is Cyrus doing the
is in-
rants like beforehand itself? Like
No, he did it from Spain just now.
Yeah, right now.
You
He
saw
showed
it,
up.
right? Majorca, he said he was
from
in Majorca.
IVM
Exactly
Studios
that.
in Majorca
In Majorca,
is where
yeah.
he's doing the.
It's an exact replica of this office.
It is.
Yeah, it's pretty
Just
great.
like Apple, we like all our
Offices
environments
to
to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Red
that's the
in
thing.
everything.
Hi, she's
Hello.
here.
I just want to say
What's
they
up?
didn't let me into the studio. No one opened the bloody door.
Why does Captain...
Take a hint. Take a hint, Ayushi.
It's because everyone is in the
Alright.
studio right now.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
It's just.
It's waiting for.
We
Wait,
don't
there are
let it
five-
because
So-
by design, all right.
There are
Yeah.
so many people on the show. It's
I
not
know, yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that is Cyrus. Hey,
I
Cyrus.
somehow
Good
imagine
morning.
this is how we'll have Cyrus once he dies. You know, like just a photo of him just lying there.
His
I
smile
forgot.
is
What
saying
was-
something offensive.
Oh, I don't need anything.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
But he, of course, all of this is pre-recorded, all the rants of his. So he did a rant about how he's in Majorca and then he's in the
Yeah.
beach. If you have a beach body, then you should be in Majorca. That's why they got Kunal and did a dig on Kunal and then went on to a dig on Abbas and Antariksh. So,
Yeah.
You've caught me up.
hey, that's about
Yes.
it. Actually,
Yeah.
we are calling it a wrap now. All right.
Yeah.
Am I done?
See you guys.
Cyrus
Let's
said-
do the AMAs. Yeah.
Cyrus had said that he's in Majorca, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm looking at Majorca and it says it's known for beach resorts, sheltered coves, limestone mountains, and Rome and Moorish remains. Capital Palma has nightlife, the Moorish
I'm bored
Almudena,
already.
whatever. How much of this do you think Cyrus is actually doing?
Sorry, I slept off
Yeah.
in the middle of that.
Actually.
I ran,
show still on?
I ran for
Actually,
this.
give me some coffee. Let's split that.
Guys,
This is
Alright.
tea. Would you like some tea?
What tea is it?
It's like chai tea.
Oh, like
Chai.
milk and
Chai
all
tea.
proper
Chai.
tea.
Yeah.
Proper chai. Nice.
Yeah.
I
I'd love
recently,
some.
this over the
Just,
weekend, I had
Can you
saffron.
pour it in
saffron
like
chai.
I like how Sriraam said, what tea is it?
Yeah, because
But you know, I don't drink very milky tea. It's very watery
that's
tea.
perfect.
So other
That's
people don't
perfect.
like it.
That's perfect.
Hey,
I thought like, but
do you
that's
also
sort
put
of
like just a spoonful or two of milk in your tea? Is
I'm
that-
having boiled herbs in water that's mildly flavored with tea.
Okay.
And no sugar.
Okay.
I've ma-
Sugar. Okay,
I
fine.
take
I guess that makes me say I'm going with diabetes, guys. It's no sugar anymore for me. But hey, but my question is,
So would you
he's of
actually
course
like some?
Yeah, please. So
This is a live
It
show.
was a rhetorical question.
I know,
Sriraam.
but hey, I wanted to make Ayushi feel uncomfortable. So, but the point is, he's pre-recording the rants, right?
Yeah.
No,
He has
it was
pre-recorded.
live.
So tell
I don't
me
know why
something.
you're not
No,
believing
even
us.
this episode is pre-recorded right now. They're
It
not
is, it
actually
is.
watching us.
Yeah,
live.
we're
It is.
recording this on the 13th of June.
Yes, correct.
At 3 p.m.
Hey,
No,
guys.
I don't know
So-
anything
so-
anymore. Genuinely, you'll have me really confused. Is this a live show?
It's
Is
not.
it?
No, it's not.
Is it Rishi? Is it?
No,
Oh,
it's
is it?
pre-recorded.
Depends on the comments. If
What
someone
was your
says-
question?
So the question is, of course, like when you're traveling, things could go haywire, right?
Right.
So what if like something
Wow,
suddenly?
Captain's phone
Thank
is
you,
not
Ayushi.
on silent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Antariksh.
Air hostess, mind your own damn business.
Do we have tissue paper?
You
Still
Yeah.
waiting for the
Sriraam,
question. It's
there's the
okay. By the
question.
end of the show, we'll get there.
So the point of all this was
Yeah.
that what if like suddenly Cyrus, is like extradited and he's sent to Guantanamo Bay or something. Then in the news he's in Guantanamo Bay, but in the rants he's like, hey guys, today I'm in the Basque country, and
This
then
already
it's such
happened
a-
yesterday, where Cyrus
Where?
was like, let's hand it over to Abbas and Antariksh, and I wasn't here. It
Oh,
was just
beautiful.
And I tuned in for 10 minutes in the morning that
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
and it was as you were walking in. So I was so
Which was
confused.
like 25 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah. So I tuned in for
42,
this.
not
Yeah.
25.
And
42 minutes.
I didn't understand. I was like,
God.
why is there a second producer? Have they messed up their dates? It's
And
only
all of
later.
this was built up so well, Ayushi. We
Yeah.
have something special planned for you when Cyrus is not there. I guess something special is none of us are there.
Nobody's
No,
there.
no, in the break
Yeah.
we'll catch up with Cyrus. See, he's actually showing you what he feels like.
Yeah,
Cyrus
correct.
Oh, that is
Hey.
sweet.
Letting his
That is
feelings
sweet.
known.
That's the
Is
inner
it
child.
weird to say I kind of almost find that face endearing now? Like,
When he's not around.
I find it extremely
Makes
hot
me
and turning on, I think.
that's
turning on.
I think you always have to push it one step extra, no?
But those are my actual feelings, Ayushi, towards Cyrus. Why can't you
oh no,
acknowledge?
he's returning
There
your
you go.
feelings.
That's a pose of
There you
Cyrus
go, yeah, it's
meant
just
to
a-
turn Sriraam on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stop
It's-
it, guys.
It's for you guys.
Can I
Yeah.
just say that it's an achievement that 121 people are still watching this,
Beautiful,
even without
beautiful,
Cyrus.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Those
Beautiful.
people are here for us.
Oh, it
Exactly.
just
For
became
you,
120.
Oh, so sweet.
Hey,
Around, yeah. Yes.
The last time, 1 second, can we do
Is this about
A
my
recap?
love life?
Yeah.
Previously on Cyrus.
Yeah.
But when you and I were here,
Yeah.
remember?
Sarah Lama.
Yeah.
Salama.
So it turns out she was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, turns out.
That I came to last
that
week
we
itself.
know of.
Oh, even I followed up the
Yeah, even I
middle
did.
week.
I was
Okay,
there.
yeah, we
But
weren't
then-
together that
Yeah,
week, correct?
yeah.
Abbas has gotten
Now-
another
There's a
match.
new admirer.
Yeah,
On
in
YouTube
that
comments match
follow-up
also.
episode, there was
Yeah.
a second admirer of Abbas
Sunshine
that
something,
came
what's her
in.
name?
Sunshine 07.
Sunshine. Oh, somebody's been tattooing their names. Okay, so Sunshine 07, that's number 2. So I think Abbas fan club might be bigger than, or G club might be bigger than what we expected it to be.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than he expected it to
It
be.
is exactly.
We've been saying like Abbas, lean into it, like take all this
He's like, come on,
love.
that's Silverie signing in.
So
like,
in case you're
like
keeping,
I have the
Yeah.
actually, in case you're keeping count, it's Sarah Lema, Sunshine 07, Mom, Dad. So that's
Huge
the
fan
4.
club.
And there's an
That's
admirer
two
of
more
mine
than
from
me.
the audio days.
From the audio days.
Yeah.
But then they saw your face and then
Oh my god! Do you ever fear that? Like, do you fear that like the
No, I've been told by someone that you sound way better than you look.
yeah.
that was one drunken text I sent to Abbas. Don't take it seriously. People say things when they're drunk, man, that they don't mean.
Yeah,
I think that is a horrible thing to say
it's
to
okay.
someone.
Would you take the reverse where you look great but you sound
Sound
horrible?
horrible, yeah.
Shit, but I like talking a lot, so I don't know where to go with that.
I just turned 30 like
Yeah,
about 2
And you
weeks back.
don't look or
Yeah,
sound good.
that's what.
Whoa.
No. What I'm saying is, I got a lot of, man, you don't look 30 at all. I thought you were like 24, 25.
Yeah, but then
you,
even
that-
I didn't know you were 30.
where- I
Yeah,
think,
exactly.
I think
Which
we
is-
were in the same episode
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Antariksh
where
turned
he-
30.
Which is,
No,
I feel,
no.
like a quite a big insult also. You know?
Why?
Like,
Insult?
It's
People have been
don't
saying
think-
I look 40 since I was
feel
like
like people
10.
don't think I'm mature enough. People don't think I'm mature
There you
enough.
go.
and
But that is
like,
nothing.
Upama Rai saying
All
she's
right,
here for
Upama
me.
Rai fan club grows to 5. Can we invest in Abbas as a crypto or something like this?
Obama's display picture is quite funny. It's a dog overlooking an infant.
Amir Sohail also said
He's here for Abbas.
No, he said Abbas' head is brighter than my future.
He's been trying to crack this joke for like the last
But
17
to
episodes.
be honest, you don't have a greasy forehead. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a bad joke.
It's a bad joke.
Sorry.
Also, when you...
This is comics.
Yeah.
In the absence of silence.
I
You're
don't
not
like this. I
qualifying
don't
for
I'm
like
this.
this.
really
Amit.
thrown off by this whole format, first of all.
Yeah,
that there's
yeah,
two
it's
of
Amir
them.
says Silverie is mentally
not
13
right.
years old.
And
That I agree.
I mean, there
also
was never a
feel-
format, but so now the lack of format became a format. Then now it is
But I
all
would
over the place.
like to register a live complaint,
Yes.
which is that why did no one tell us that this is what to expect?
Oh.
Because then you wouldn't come.
Also, when you started the question, I'd like to register a live complaint. Suddenly, everyone's assholes clenched.
Yeah. Like,
Because
what's she
generally
gonna
that's
say?
followed by my payments.
That
They're
doesn't
on their
even
way,
work
guys.
anymore. That doesn't even
live,
work
yeah.
It'll
anymore.
get cleared any day now.
We have to do a
Captain,
podcast. We have to do
Captain,
Yes,
please
sir.
take the reins.
Let's get to the first topic.
Because that's a podcast episode we have to do with the RBI to get that
Oh,
money.
Vinay Joshi in the comments.
Did the
Try to be
topic started?
sneaky. So just so the viewers
Wow.
and the listeners know that Vinay is not in the studio today. Sparsh has officially taken over as the real captain of
Yes.
the
But, so
Abbas, you
Vinay's
can't complain
left.
about people not being in the studio after yesterday.
I'm here today, no?
I mean, that doesn't
be happy with
make up
that.
for you.
You know, just like-
you were
Vinay
barely here today, also. Abbas.
Misha is saying I'm Team Silverie. Fine,
Nice.
Misha, fine.
Sure,
Nice,
thank you,
nice.
Misha.
Fine,
Very
be
kind.
like that.
But
Very
right
kind.
now,
It
you,
doesn't.
like Abbas and Antariksh, have the sexual tension of a air hostess and pilot.
No, we totally fuck after the show.
Yeah.
That we all
So
assumed,
disturbing.
I think. But that's the bonus content actually.
More like boner content. What up?
Subscribe to us on Patreon, guys. That's where you get all this
I
content.
hate all of this.
Ayush
so
is regretting this already.
I don't like Ayushi, man. Ayushi's like, hey, if Cyrus is not here, I'm not interested.
But he's right
okay?
there.
Yeah.
He's here.
He's
He's
here.
surprised that
You
Ayush
know
is
what? You know
he's
what?
not enjoying this.
You're
We're gonna
right.
catch up with him from Spain after the break.
No, you're right. 1 second.
Yeah.
I've been thrown off so much by this dynamic that I have not been myself, and I apologize,
Yes.
dear viewer.
All right,
who
shipping
comes in
facts
for
it is
me.
then.
No, fuck
Up
you,
next.
Antariksh, and this shipping.
Let's do it.
No, but pick a topic, man, for
All right.
God's sake.
All right.
First topic
Wow.
is that
I don't like Ayushi hosting the show, man. She's the opposite of Cyrus. Cyrus is like, okay, do you want to do a topic?
You know,
No, fuck it, yeah.
you know,
Ayushi
sometimes-
like, pick a topic, bitches.
well, sometimes
Because-
passengers
I'm
have
on
more
the
authority
edge
than
here.
the captain
Just,
or the air hostess.
Wow, I did not realize that this would throw me off so much.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, the Tulsi
Why-
chai,
what is happening?
even though
Like,
it's
It's
nice,
the same vibe, but
but-
without Cyrus.
doesn't quite take you...
Also, it's very hot in the studio today. I'm like, it's
because
I'm
Cyrus is
dying.
not here.
Please,
That's
please, can
That's
you
why
make it?
Can we have the temperature a little lower? Oh, she's saying no. What the hell?
No, special treatment only for Cyrus.
Wait, really? We can't have it lower? This is the lowest it goes? Sorry,
do you
Ayush, this is
mean?
the lowest
Serious?
it goes.
There's no way this is the lowest.
Then make me I need a paper. I'll make
Yeah,
a
see,
paper
just
for
because
it.
Cyrus is not
blow,
here.
blow air on Ayushi. Like, just sit there.
That sounded, the
No,
way it
please,
started, I
no.
was like, okay, I don't know what he's trying
No,
to say.
it's not that. You know, I'll be very honest. When it's like the time of the month, like you feel really hot and you're constantly sweating. So this is not a great situation.
I agree with you, sister. I feel you too. Sorry.
A uterus over.
It happens to Sriraam also.
It happens to me as well. It's
Yes.
just,
All right, getting the topic.
yes.
An award-winning artist was denied boarding on a flight because she was on a wheelchair.
Yeah,
basically.
I read that. Huh?
Shriram,
Yeah,
look at the
basically-
comments. We have fans.
Ayushi and
Sriraam
Sriraam, both
need
of
a
our spellings
tu-tu
misspelled.
podcast. Oh, guys, by the
Other
way,
Two man.
people.
do you guys know that Sriraam and Ayushi, our fans, our listeners, have been shipping you guys?
Shipping me. as
Yeah.
in,
Is
like,
this a
When
shipping
did
joke
this happen?
again?
No,
I thought
it's
they were
just-
shipping you and Ayushi.
No, I thought it was Ayushi and Sriraam.
Wasn't that what the comments were saying?
What is
Sriraam and
what does
Ayushi.
shipping mean?
You don't know what shipping
Arre
means?
Baba, we want you to move
Relationship together.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's a
yeah,
term.
like how Johnny Depp
Ayushi,
and
did you
Camille
know that term?
Vasquez.
That's a young adult
Yeah.
Shipping is a
fantasy.
term.
Yeah.
Yes, I know
See,
all
this is the
meanings
kind
of
of banter
shipping
you guys
because
can
I
have
have
once you're
to
dating.
on this show. This is what they pay me for.
Yes.
Like I
is what
imagine
it's
you
become.
putting a Google alert for shipping,
Shipping.
and then like, hey, you know, Urban
shipping-
Dictionary,
Are
new
you seeing
term
this one
shipping.
today?
Yeah, that's
When,
right.
when the youth cast this meaning for it, I was like, I'm gonna write that down.
Can we get a podcast for Ayushi? She does have a podcast,
Yes,
Ayushi.
Agla Station
Pritam,
Adulthood.
It's called
Agla Station Adulthood. It's
And-
on the IVM podcast. I mean, app
Network.
and website
Website.
and network.
And
correct.
wherever else you get a
And
podcast.
And on
Podcast.
IBM MySpace, yes. Huh.
Yes.
and there's a good 3 seasons of it?
No, 2 seasons. There's 100 episodes.
There you go.
It's really good.
It is great. I
is
did see,
great.
I did see though. It was damn nice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It is. Although I'm more of a immature kid, so I think I need a
If,
prequel.
if,
like
if Cyrus was here, he
Agla
would
Station,
say
Agla Station,
Adulthood.
maturity,
No, wait,
like
no.
But you know, it took
puberty. You know, like that's the sort of
that's
space for
a
me.
lot of them was stupid, but then
Yeah.
we realized that
No, it was nice. I'm stupid. That's what I'm trying to say. Huh.
100
but-
of 100 episodes and like 70 of them are really good.
Yeah, 30 were... No, I would say I enjoyed solid the second season a lot more than the first because we just had so many guests.
Yeah.
And it was just fun to talk to different people.
You also had your family members. Like, I think you had a brother.
Yeah, we did.
And
And then we decided, we were like, see, we got to knock out 50, right? You have mother, father, I have mother, father.
Beautiful.
You have sibling, I have sibling.
See, I'm not the only one who has parents
That's
in their
so
family.
many
episodes
episodes.
sorted.
That's
Siblings as well, Abbas.
Yeah.
6
Six
episodes
episodes
No,
sorted.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Done.
great.
Done.
Then we were like, what are the other
Next
festivals?
season, Mama Mami.
No, then we were like say Valentine's Day, then Diwali, we were like, chalo, religion, something, you know, like that. So we tried to do a content calendar, but we were like, no. We sat with the actual calendar of the month. I mean, like, what are the public holidays? Which one is the topic?
Wow.
World
Nice.
Health,
Independence
Pride,
Day,
of course.
Republic Day.
Yeah, I think we did a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, this is not about my show.
Yeah. Anyway,
No,
getting
I
back-
think we should make this a Agla Station Adulthood in Cyrus Says sort of episode.
Oh, it's a podception.
Yeah, podception.
I think, but all of Cyrus Says is kind of the vibe of Agla Session adulthood anyway.
Where
Because-
mother, father,
No,
brother,
everyone is
sisters
trying
are-
to reach adulthood, even on Cyrus
That's
Says.
true.
Nobody
That's
else.
very
You're
true.
mentally
Yeah.
13-year-old, as someone pointed out. So
I was
you're not an
saying
adult.
for-
Yeah,
about
I'm
myself
trying to
also.
reach adulthood. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying,
sure.
but not able to, man.
Sorry, how old are you, Abbas?
34.
Liar.
34. I just turned 34
Really? You're also
last
34?
week. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, I
happy
thought he was
birthday.
younger
It's
than
done.
me.
Happy
Actually, you
birthday,
can't
man.
do the belated stuff, all right? Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, isn't
Right.
okay,
Happy
I'll-
birthday in advance.
There you go. Sunshine07 is in the comments. Hi.
Beautiful. Of course.
Yeah, hi,
She's
Abbas.
back.
She's
It's
back.
Vinay. He's not in the studio for some reason. I wonder why. Okay.
Chalo.
Sparsh
Topic.
needs to control the show. No
Yeah.
topics. Vinay,
Okay,
you're
I'll-
so salty, man.
Yeah,
like you've left.
Can we block Vinay from the comments, please?
Leon's there. Come on, Antariksh,
No, I
let's
don't
go.
think we can actually because.
She's like, hey, hello,
Of
we can.
course we can,
I've been
yes.
trying to do that for 3 years.
But then who will tell us to move on to
Rishi's I
topic?
blocked him the day he walked out of this door, man. Like, just,
So basically, a physically challenged artist was denied entry onto a flight after she had bought the tickets and everything was sorted. She was on time also.
Yeah.
But she had a motorized wheelchair and they were like, we can't take this wheelchair on the flight with us.
yeah.
And she was denied flight. So she
Is
wrote
it
like
this
a
in
big-
India?
Yeah,
Is it
in
India?
Bangalore to Kochi.
Yeah, Bangalore
What
to
was
Kochi.
the airline?
This is
Alliance.
Alliance Airlines. Or
Is that how it's pronounced?
Alliance?
Yes.
I did the authentic
Alliance.
Bangalorean pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
You would also not get on.
You know, I read that because I only thought that was when you have to say Francais next word. Like Alliance
Alliance,
Francais.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
Bangalore
it is, yeah.
to Kochi.
So she wrote a letter.
She wrote a tweet.
Once you manage to say that, they give you the level 1 certificate.
Sorry, continue.
So she wrote a tweet posting an article that was covered about the thing.
Do you
saying-
think it's called she wrote a tweet or she
She
tweeted? Is
She
it?
wrote a
Is,
tweet is also
No, she
correct.
Is
wrote
it-
a tweet. She first
But she didn't write it.
wrote it, and then
And
they
then she
took a
typed
photo
it.
of it, and then she screenshot it.
oh, is that what she did?
Yeah, it's very accurate reporting, man. Antariksh. Go on, sorry.
Thanks, I try, man. She said, worst day of my life. It was 4 kinds of harassment in one day. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. No refund till now. Also, the staff was harsh and inconsiderate and did not value my time or money.
So I have,
So wait,
I
they
have two
didn't put her
questions.
on another flight?
She had to pay
She had
14
to pay
grand
14 grand
extra
more.
to get on another flight.
And
after.
this 8 grand ticket hasn't been refunded yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a response from the airline?
So,
Yes,
yes,
we
there was
regret your inconvenience.
Basically, that
That's
saying,
right.
"Ke,
So
we will take
something
this
like
into
this
account."
happened couple of
Are you
weeks
joking?
ago.
No,
also,
Yeah,
right?
there was a child
Where a
who-
child who was not allowed to get on.
Yeah, child and his
That
parents.
I support.
That
But
was
anyways,
that was a different incident. This,
Yeah.
that-
And that's a
actually,
valid
but
that's a valid thing not to
there-
send a child into
No,
the
but
air.
my point is there was a precedent, and then the airline was fined, if I remember correctly, for not letting the.
They were
A child in
a different airline was fine for
a child in a
different thing.
wheelchair.
No. This was a child. He was on the spectrum, and he had a
yeah.
little bit of an incident, and then he calmed down. But Indigo still didn't let them on.
Didn't let them on,
We
yeah.
discussed this, but I think what we had talked about in that episode was, and Cyrus kind of spoke that voice of reason in a weird way. Was
Right.
just that sometimes
Wait,
you
are
can't.
you sure Cyrus is the correct
Yeah,
name?
in fact,
Sometimes that happens,
because he
yeah.
took this because we were like, this is so ridiculous, and he said, but actually, you don't realize at the end of the day, everything is a safety hazard. These guys are
Yeah.
trained to
Right.
That
follow
is
a
fair,
protocol.
that is fair.
There's nothing that he can really do. It was the way that it was handled that was
Yeah.
really, really
And
problematic.
if anything, in most airlines and most airports, there are like protocols after protocols that you just have to follow. It's
And
not
you
like
have
you compare.
choice.
Yeah, you have to
Which is
go
why
to the
also in
first
the
guy.
motorized wheelchair must
Yeah.
have been a.
Exactly. Like exactly. That's what. Like
So
sometimes
that's-
precedents are not set
Exactly.
beforehand. Like, it's
Yeah.
the first of a kind
Also,
of
also,
thing
can
that
I
wasn't
address this
even-
up top? All right, this is a artist, all right, who paid 14 grand for an impromptu flight ticket. I doubt that person's an artist because that's unaffordable.
So she's an award-winning artist.
Unaffordable. I think,
Unlike
come
any
on,
of
Nothing
man.
we know about that.
Seriously, 14 grand randomly
she's
on a
at
flight ticket. What sort of an artist?
Nationally and internationally award-winning artist.
Wow.
So yeah, she can
at
go
best-
international, man.
Yeah, no, at best, I think that they can afford a Tatkal train ticket with that level of achievement. But 14 grand is too much, I feel.
She had a GoFundMe also. No, she
She
didn't.
wants to leave the room right now. She's like,
No.
Also, is
That's
it
not
any
true.
surprise that they don't allow battery-operated wheelchairs? They don't allow like mobile portable chargers. Like that's a huge leap from that to
also there's a
battery-operated
certain kind of
wheelchairs.
humanity that should also come in, right?
Right,
Like,
but
to your
I'm-
decision
in the
of not
sense-
allowing this person.
Is it the same as like say the stroller or a pram where you then get shifted into a wheelchair
A
that
seat.
they can use
Yeah, I think
to
that
wheel
might
you
be-
on,
So
and then
the
you
other
check
flight-
in,
what
then
the
you
other
check
flight
in
might
the
be
thing,
So
or
Exactly.
I'm
So what
assuming, sorry.
what the next flight did, the 14 grand one was, they just took her wheelchair and put it in baggage.
Exactly.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
that's it.
Isn't that usually
That's-
what
that's
you
what
would
I
have to
imagine
do
they would
though?
do.
But I
Right,
think
yeah.
that's the offer that must have been. Just too presumptuous of me, but that must be the offer that would be any airline would give her that offer.
But
right?
I think it's more like maybe it wasn't pre-booked and it wasn't set in a
Exactly.
certain way, so then it kind of
But
becomes
there was-
like
yeah, there was also an issue about
A
like
big
timing and
issue.
stuff where the airline said it'd be nicer if you came early, and she's like, I came on time.
She said an hour before the flight,
yeah,
but
so-
that is not maybe.
Yeah, I think
not
that's
always.
a
that I
bullshit.
relate to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you arrive late and you don't get what you want.
You're talking about sex?
No, podcast, Baba. Yes,
She's
Oh,
I was trying to make a
yeah.
reference to yesterday how I
Oh.
entered late, but
Yeah.
never
Okay.
mind. That
Okay, fine.
was not framed properly.
Fine. That's
So
okay.
are you saying
I'm
that-
sure
I mean-
Moonshine and Sarah got those references.
what did you do to my sound? Suddenly I can hear all of them. I preferred it
Wow,
before.
that's-
Who were you not listening so far?
That's a bug. Even can you fix that in mine? I just want to hear my voice, Rishi. That's it. Just
Literally what I got.
mute all of them.
I
That'd
didn't
be
even
nice.
realize Sriraam was wearing headphones till just now.
It's the new Beats by Dre. You know. Yeah,
It's,
it is.
it's by Apple now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Can we go to the next topic?
But okay, what's
This
the
one.
conclusion? I mean, I think, are we just
The
moving
issue
on? Like,
my
She shouldn't have
how
been-
many of you
yeah.
think it was an ego issue? That
I
because
feel partly. It eventually does become partly an ego issue because you don't want to admit to your own sort of lack of research and stuff. Plus, a lot of it's protocol as well. I don't think they can follow it.
I
If
mean,
you
so
can't
see-
complain to the first person there because they are the least powerful person in the system.
That's
they have to
true.
face all the flack and just be like, sorry, sir, we can't do anything, sir, ma'am, it's fine, blah, blah,
But
blah.
in that moment,
huh.
would it not have been possible to talk to a superior officer who can make
Even if
decision
it's a
properly?
superior officer,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
it's
These
like
are
this, okay.
corporations. These are corporations
Exactly.
who have rules set. You
let's
just
say
can't-
this guy
Correct.
this guy lets the person on with the mechanical wheelchair and
Yeah.
something goes wrong in flight.
What could go wrong, man?
Then
Like-
he's responsible
Don't
for the
ask
death of
that
all those
question.
people.
No, but
The plane didn't have a left
of a
phalange.
motorized wheelchair, something's not gonna go wrong in a flight. I
What
don't
if-
think.
yeah.
If that is the kind of concerns we have, then why should we be taking
I
flights
think
at
there'll
all?
be
yeah?
some other. I'm assuming a battery-operated wheelchair doesn't fold or something like that, so they can't get it through the thing, and hence
Also,
the
by-
solution.
Aeronautical expert over here.
I don't know.
Nothing
I'm
can
just-
go wrong.
See, I'm just saying that there's a certain
Yeah.
kind of humanity that should be
No, I
taken
think-
over.
But I agree
Where
with that.
this person is
I think
supremely
the
physically challenged.
Right, but I think the problem here is the same thing that it was the last time, which is just that the way that people seem to be
That's probably
handling
it, yeah.
situations is all wrong. From
Yeah.
a corporate side, like what you as a customer expect is a lot of like kindness and some faith,
Flexibility,
some
yeah.
flexibility, or to show that okay, even if you're like pandering to my needs in terms of even like mollycoddling or just being very sweet about it, somehow that kind of fixes a problem. People just want to be heard and seen. The thing
Yeah.
is, when you're treated like anyone else and your disability is disregarded, I think that's what triggers a person to another level. Now, whether you're right or wrong for what you've done or not showed up on time, not pre-booked,
Yeah,
all of
true.
that I kind of see, because if I mean even you've shown up on
You have
things
to
and
show up on time, is
yeah,
what it is.
I don't know that. I don't want to
Abbas.
judge
Yeah,
her,
yeah,
but
that's what, yeah, that's
yeah.
what say that, yeah.
Sriraam, there's a comment for you.
49 is too much, Sriraam, who spent 40k on a phone. for this
30,
game.
30.
What is this name though, Shyam?
Sriraam. It's my Vietnamese name. Actually, so yeah, it's my. Yeah, and as someone who has spent 28 grand on a phone,
You know,
that's like half a phone, man. Like that's too much. Yeah.
Just
You know,
such a
And she didn't let you ride on it either.
Shriram, again, how soon after did you bought that phone did you guys break up?
2 years after.
2 years after. That's a while.
That's a while.
She used that phone, man. She used that phone.
I bought my ex like a projector
Projector.
Yeah.
Is that a metaphor?
She was
Is that an innuendo right there?
No,
Or-
like an actual
What were
projector.
you projecting on it?
Like this, I gifted her
your
a cool projector.
insecurities.
And like what?
This has taken a dark turn.
Yes, that was
Sorry,
very
go
part
ahead.
of it.
What is
Very
the
part of
story?
it. But like literally 2 months after that, we broke up, and I just felt like, oh man, what a waste.
Yeah.
I
It
just
is.
want all
40
the.
grand in 2 years is still worth it. You
the
know?
trick is once you buy that, no, you have to take X amount of months worth of shit. You
That's
know,
yeah.
the-
That you should have.
Do you guys do the take back, give back of
No.
stuff?
She was in Indonesia, so I couldn't really.
Oh, this is that
Wow.
chick.
I
Got
sent
it.
it to her in Indonesia. What?
Wow.
Majorca, I am, guys.
Wow.
Silverie, there's a pattern here. Most of your exes break up with you and then move to other countries.
That's
like
one
they get a bump
of
in
my
life.
exes.
Because he
One
approves
of my
the he
exes.
approves the visa.
So
No,
did
that's-
one move to Australia also? That Cyrus keeps talking about.
That's
What?
the one. That's the
That's
one
the
which
one.
did very well
It's-
after breaking up.
She moved
with
to Indonesia,
Antariksh.
but every time it's a different country when Cyrus says it. It's basically what happens.
Oh, she's been traveling.
No.
left. Doesn't
She's
want to return
probably-
only. Just
nothing, not happening, not coming
I
back
mean,
to
I
this
mean,
country.
Antariksh is like, hey, what's up? It's like traveling. That's
Yeah. Oh, she's getting married now.
One sec. Is she Indonesian? No, she's Indian.
She's of Indian origin, but her family and all have been in Indonesia for the last 2 generations.
How'd you meet her?
Bumble.
Well, she
No,
was in.
Tinder, actually,
While she
when
was in Bombay,
visiting Mumbai for like a wedding or something.
and you struck up a
Oh.
whole relationship based on
No.
just
So,
her coming to.
so the first time
I
she
mean,
was
she
here in
stuck up
India.
a whole projector. So what's yeah,
The first time,
yeah. So
the first time she was in India, we met, and then like a few months after that, she moved to Mumbai
For you.
no, just 3-4 years. We weren't dating them. We were just like hanging out.
hey,
And,
can I ask a question?
Yes.
This is
Guy
the
who has
person I
7
met.
cars bitching about a projector only on Cyrus says Aditya.
We're very
I
out
didn't
of
buy
touch.
those cars, right?
All of us are
Antariksh
very
has-
out of touch.
Antariksh
Yes.
still has those 7 cars, but he doesn't have the projector,
Yeah,
guys. So
God
that's
damn it.
what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
I can't use the projector in the car.
I mean,
damn it.
what made you think of giving a projector as
No, that was a cool gift.
It is a cool gift.
I think it is a cool
nice
gift. It's a cool gift if you know the person has a
Yeah.
free wall.
Yeah. She did.
I would assume that's a bare minimum Antariksh has as a prerequisite to dating someone. Like one wall, I would say, is a bare minimum. I mean,
Why isn't it white? Damn
I'm
it?
sure men demand a lot
Yes.
when they get into a relationship, but a wall is, I think.
No, you know why? Because in my parents' house where I live, there's no wall that's free enough for a projector. So if someone gave
Because
me a
then you
projector,
have
I'd be.
TVs on every
You
wall.
have that
No,
thing where
no,
you
no.
pull it down and there's a blank screen.
A screen?
Oh, but then you'd have to buy me the screen
That's
also,
true,
and then you'd
yeah.
have to install it.
And,
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's another 2 months with Antariksh.
So
Nobody wants
this
that.
is a bad gift.
Yes.
Yeah, for
In
someone
Bombay,
like
if you
me.
live in
I
Bombay,
mean,
bad
it's a
gift.
good gift, but it's not personal, you know.
Why do you spit on the mic?
No, I had a cough. I have a cough. Guys, I might be
COVID
COVID,
positive.
yeah. So just so nothing, no big great.
No,
we
I
can
don't-
share more chai.
Cyrus is
We
No,
can
no,
share more
but
you
chai.
gave
I'm
her
a
a projector.
COVID denier anyway now, so it's fine. I just don't care. It's monkeypox.
But I love the fact that Ayushi, you made the distinction of in the house, in my parents' house where I live.
yeah.
And that's a great distinction to have, even personally, because I've started to do that as well. Where firstly, the house itself is rented, so it's in the house that my parents rent in which I live, so it doesn't belong to them either. So it's 2 levels. Anyways, but
Why are you trying out material on us?
no, but the point
This
is,
is
I
a
think
podcast.
from a mental health standpoint, it's such a great thing. Where I'm just a guest in these people's
lives.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see it that way. I just like, because on this podcast, I usually get called out for very weird things that Cyrus says. So when I say something
All
like,
of us.
if I said my house, usually he comes back with, your house with your mansions and your this and your that. I'm like,
Cyrus himself stays in like extreme luxury. He's worth
Exactly.
like 100 crores according to Google.
he's the one,
yes.
last time when he forgot the place in Spain and I told him, oh, it's Marbella. He was like, obviously, you must have a villa there. I was like,
Dude,
you are going
also
on
have all
holiday.
the cars.
I'm
You
the
have all
one
the
in
holidays.
trouble.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my god.
I don't understand. Speak of the devil. Oh my god. Oh my god. You were saying nice things, Cyrus. Don't worry. You're not rich.
Hey, guys, listen.
Yeah.
I'm so amazed. Abbas is in the studio. And
Yes,
only
yes, absolutely.
10:32 or something. Wow, man.
No.
Oh,
He just reached like 2-3 minutes back, Cyrus.
After he didn't go back home yesterday.
Yeah.
That's
great idea, guys. Great ideas. Keep him here, please.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I can't see properly. Is the person with the long hair, is that my friend Sunny?
No, there's no sunny in the studio.
That's no way to talk about Abbas.
It's always
Cyrus.
sunny in IVM.
Wait, but why am I not the person with the long hair? I'm confused.
I'm talking
There's
about
two of
you.
us today.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
the
Ayushi.
person with the long
Oh, you
hair.
are talking.
As
Sriraam,
long
what is wrong
That
with
wasn't. He didn't highlight. Rishi highlighted
Oh,
the
you were
wrong.
talking about me.
Yeah, he was talking about you. I thought he was talking about you only. I don't know why people thought.
I'm saying as long as your headphones are shown, you're not a person with a long hair. That's still
Wait, where you all are. I want to feel part of this group. I'm feeling left out. Let me put on my fake headphones. And let me
So
plug it
in
into my.
yesterday's episode-
Okay.
Yeah.
Cyrus, my
now
credit
we all-
card isn't working for the longest time. Can you please check?
What?
Please connect the earphones this time.
You also
No, earphones are not
Actually, you're the
connected.
savior. Fist pump, Aisha. The
You
savior.
really look like a telemarketer right now. I cannot tell you. You're about to sell me
Tell
like
me, yeah, this
protein
actually be
shake or
great where we
something.
all correctly, I didn't nahi and then cut Cyrus off. Like,
Mat
No,
karo mera pizza.
go see the product. I've also got a camera which was sent by
Which will
Amit
not
Joshi.
work.
I mean, I'm professional and slick when it comes to this.
Cyrus, that was for a personalized colonoscopy. It's not for.
The colonoscopy revealed nothing, unfortunately. So it's yours now. And yesterday we had a fight with a cabbie. He wanted me to wear a mask. So I found this. So should I put this on for safety?
So
What do you mean you found it?
So did you steal it from the cabbie?
Yeah, did you find it on the road?
I told you, in my family is often mistaken for lingerie. So, it's just have to look through and we find these things. And just to
Leave
show.
Kunal's clothing alone.
Yeah.
Kunal is on this holiday with you?
Yes,
Yeah,
Kunal on
Kunal
holiday.
goes on
Yes.
every holiday.
Hey,
Yes,
Cyrus,
yes.
tell me something.
How
You're saying
cute
Kunal
is
can't.
that?
Kunal can't eat much. So what is? You.
There
you
are
also,
other things to do
you
on
also,
holidays.
You also aren't. But Spain fucking food is great, no? So why would if
Actually,
that's
no,
They can
not so
taste
much.
the food.
No, but listen, he plays a very. Sorry, Maya. He plays a very important role. Let me explain. We pack a lot of food in this apartment. We come home and eat here. So he helps us carry it. So just remember, it's not like he's left out. Oh, by the way, I don't know.
So
Rishi,
you've
can you
taken a
zoom in
coolie
on-
along, basically.
Okay, just take a look at this and don't use racial slurs. This is one something.
Pesos, right?
I think it's
No,
called a cent.
€1.
Mexican.
€1. It's called a €1. Thanks,
You
Rich
guys are
Ayushi,
ridiculous.
who's got money only in euros and has never been looking at my
What did I
life.
say? I don't know what you're talking about.
Cyrus, that used to be the case. That used to be the case 3
seconds.
months ago. But after like a possible crash, it's now all in like gold.
2 seconds
Because of
ago, I
Bitcoin.
said.
No,
Oh
it's
my
gold
God.
now. It's gone from currency to.
Ayushi's put
commodity.
all her money in Bitcoin. This is what I heard.
Yeah.
Never. I would never.
This is a cent.
My money is
Rishi
with
can show.
me.
Yeah.
This is a real cent. So this tells you the proof that I'm in Barcelona. Wait, let me take you around a little bit, otherwise you won't
I mean,
believe me.
you could
Yeah,
be showing us a
that's
piece of metal that you carved out
For the
yourself.
last 3 days, I'm like, you're in.
Cyrus,
Okay, once again,
Malabar.
the fake headphones is following me like a tail.
This is a real show.
Oh, now let's go outside
This is a real show.
to the balcony. And
Okay.
When most of our
Alright,
listeners are audio.
Say hello,
Cyrus
guys.
reporting it from
Spain
Spain.
live on Cyrus
Audio
Says.
people play Spanish music, okay?
Whoa,
Wow.
The audio.
nice.
Looks
Wow.
like
Hey,
Mumbai.
senora. Hey, senora. Hey, senora. Move that
What
body
is
around,
this
senora.
place?
Wow, Cyrus, your Malabar Hill balcony looks great.
Cyrus, they fooled you guys. That's right behind VT station.
Yeah, exactly. They took you to a
Sriraam.
flight, got you back to
Every
Mumbai.
time I
on the
lie on
other
the
end.
deck chair, I think of you.
Cyrus,
things we did together.
I lie on anything I think of you, and then
Oh, that summer of 69, I tell you. Okay, I'm coming back in.
Okay, nice.
Please.
Nice.
Cyrus, why
Ayushi,
is
today's
it?
a rough day. We've got to go
Why?
to Marbella from here. 6 hours by train.
Correct him. Do it, Ayushi, do it.
No.
Oh, she
I
slapped
would
me.
never.
My daughter slapped me. You saw that.
Okay.
You saw my daughter slap me. It's live on the podcast. I tried to introduce her to
Yeah,
the show
because
and I got
she's,
slapped.
There's much
She's
domestic
on-
violence at
because
your
she's
place,
on
sorry.
holiday and this is what you are doing. I
That's
too
what-
would be so pissed.
I feel at one point, Cyrus's kids were like, Dad, why can't you just quietly watch porn and go to sleep like I'm doing this podcast? You know, like that.
Or even loudly watch porn because that audio is prepared to this. Let me tell you.
At least
This
people
really
agree
sucks.
more on that. Like
Exactly,
this
yeah.
is
That's
a
the
lot.
consensus in the Brocha
Yeah.
family, where at least somewhere.
Ayushi,
No, I
is it okay if I
meant in
take
the
off?
porn. Like there's more
Can I take
consensus
off
in
this
those
thing?
videos than this one,
Yes,
right?
absolutely, Cyrus. No, actually, Cyrus, you have to keep
The
it on.
people are
We can't
agreeing
hear you
with each
otherwise.
other.
Yeah,
Cyrus,
I
we
don't
can't hear you
want
otherwise.
to tech will fall out. Bro, what's going on?
For some reason, I imagined
Cyrus,
that.
you can't take it off.
Rishi's been going crazy asking me, is it connected?
No,
Is
it's
it
not connected. Cyrus, it's not connected. You can
He's
take it
really
off if you
asking you
want.
that.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the show. I mean, we're doing the same gag from the first episode back in 2015.
Rishi uses exactly those moments to tune out.
What is that?
More proof. You can see the writing is in Spanish.
It's a bill
The
for
writing
How much is
in-
it total?
yeah.
Nature's basket bill. It is.
Hey, Nation's Basket, Sun, Recibio Cliente. That, I tell you, is
Yeah,
Konkani or Spanish. I'm not sure. But you can take a look. You know.
They have a lot of typos in the name. Nature's basket bill. all
Are
the
there a
time.
lot of people
Yeah,
on
I'll
the show
give more,
that
I'll give more.
doubt Cyrus is not
He's giving us
Not
more
really.
on
time.
holiday?
Cyrus, we believed you when you said you're going to Spain. You
Yeah.
didn't Why are you
I'm trying
projecting?
to prove.
I'm in Kalangut. I can't lie.
Nice
When
green
I'm in
screen
Kalangut or
work on
Barcelona,
the balcony.
my daughter's getting really angry because her room is closest to this damn hall.
Oh.
Okay, so the others are fast asleep, but she's getting angry, and she has the worst temper. The beating I will get will be severe. It'll be worse
If we
than a
can
matador
capture
losing
that
to a
on
bull.
camera, it'd be great.
So
Again.
he's leaving or he's staying or we have to talk softly? I don't know. What is
No,
it?
No,
you're
Cyrus is
okay.
staying for
I have
now.
to talk softly. I can lower your volume. Actually, you've never shouted. Is that Sriraam, the man with the mop? The man with the mop is giving trouble. This new age guru
But-
business of his.
Cyrus.
You could be a new age guru. Have you ever considered that?
I could be a new age guru.
Yeah, with the hair.
I try to search for those jobs on LinkedIn, but they're not available.
They're
You
not
just
on
sort of
LinkedIn. You have to go to like, you
You have
know,
to go to,
baba.com or
Upwork.
something.
Not Desi Baba, just Baba.
And you get a second name. Like you put in the applications and you become like Baba something.
Yeah, you
But
can
his
have
name is only Sriram. How much?
But there are many, na. He also applied there.
Can't
only.
get Baba, Babar than that.
You can have a front row masterclass. How to be an urban guru.
No, if
Something like
he
that.
comes to
Stand-up
Spain, I'll take him
comedian
to
isn't that
Ecuador.
kind
And
of-
there, my cousin Swami Nityanand, also known as Bunty, he
Yeah.
will take care of everything.
Oh, yeah.
He'll do like a holistic course for you, and you understand the way of the
Cyrus,
nether world.
Spurs is going
Cyrus,
crazy. He's asking us to cut it off and take a break.
Cyrus, the headphone is in the phone, but the phone is in the
Whoa,
heart.
who's
is
this
the
new-
heart in the mind or the headphone
Who is
in the
this
earrings?
secret agent?
The headphone is in the sunglasses. This is new techno. Everything is coming through
Self-destruct
my
in 5
GoPro.
seconds.
Okay, hurry up, take your break.
Alright,
and
let's
I'm
take a
gonna
break.
Let's take a break.
go. Sorry, guys, you're in the middle of Cyrus Says. That was the break. I don't have time for this silly show because I'm in the Tomatina Festival. It's basically the tomato festival. The word is from the Sanskrit word tomato, tomater, comes from there, tomatino. And it's great to see how the Spaniards, play around. They throw things and all in fun. It's a bit like Holi. They throw things that's in fun and love. And the Indian tourists, they pick up the tomatoes and they take them home because of the rising prices in India. Fair enough. So my wife, in fact, come on, Aisha, pick up those. Kunal can't bend, so with his feet, he's putting. Kunal, don't stamp on the tomato. Then we can't eat it later. Yeah, there you go. You guys get back to the show. Come on, beta. That's not even my kid. Come on.
Cyrus, I liked
How was the
you are-
Tomatina Festival?
Yeah, you are spick and clean. Like, did you not play at all? You are just
Guys, can I tell you something? Let me fess up about this. We were doing these stupid promos, and I asked Abbas, so what should I talk about? So he says, talk about the Tomatina Festival. So I said, what's that? This is after 3 weeks of research. Going up and down with travel agents, online, people talking to and all that. It was
Cyrus,
highly
great.
embarrassing. I think Abbas had restrained himself from saying anything more.
But wait, who did all the planning, Cyrus? Did you do all the planning or did Aisha do all the planning?
I only look at the right side of the menu always. That's my planning is always
That's
what
your
I'm
planning.
I beg them to go to Sri Lanka. The deals are fantastic. Okay, they're
Amazing.
amazing.
And
Buy the
beautiful
whole
country.
So you
Beautiful.
can literally.
In
You
less
can buy
than
the whole
one
country.
Really
Right now,
sad.
And it's,
I don't know about that, but we could have had a really good time, really. And people are still nice. What a beautiful country. They're still nice in spite of the suffering, not like us. Okay,
Why
test
Spain
time.
people are not as nice?
Oh, sorry?
The people in Spain are not as nice? Is that what
It's
you're saying?
called Spaniards. It's not difficult.
The people
These
in
people
Spain
of
is still...
Spain that you speak of.
Wow, I didn't know.
Spanish people or
I
Spaniards.
didn't know
They're
we
very
had-
nice.
Yeah,
They're very
sounds
nice,
really
except
nice.
for one taxi driver who went on about
Was
the mask
Indian.
thing. There's no mask
Cyrus-
mandate. You know, I'm personally how that upsets me, this whole mask thingy. Yeah. So we had a big argument, but in 3 languages. So
But
I don't know,
wait,
it didn't go anywhere.
So wait, were you with your family when you had that argument or were you traveling with just you and Kunal?
Half
and
the
you yourself?
family. Aisha walks everywhere, so she had gone off to, she's reached Madrid, I think. She just keeps walking around. With the rest of us. But
So
okay,
one
let me check
second.
that.
No,
Okay,
can I ask?
let's check your knowledge, Ayushi, because you're the traveler. What is this?
I can't
Tell me the
see.
denomination.
I genuinely can't see. It's just shiny.
Speak into the mic.
Can you get it more?
Oh,
Is
it's
it Cyrus?
50
Can I get it?
cents.
No, we can't see at all.
Very good.
No,
Very
that's
good.
a rapper.
Now Sriraam. Sriraam, what is this?
This is like those fake chocolates
1
that we
cent.
used to get, where you open it, where it's a gold foil, you open it and then you eat
It's not a
it.
fake chocolate. It's a real chocolate, but a
Real
fake
chocolate,
coin.
fake
What an
money. Yeah,
idiot.
that's sorry. Shit, I was that close. Damn it. Huh?
But
Okay, last one because it's an audio show and Amit will get angry. Abbas, what is this?
For the listeners, Cyrus is taking off his
10
pants.
rupee coin.
that's 2 euros.
How did she know? You can see the two.
10
Yeah.
No, but I know the silver on the outside
Yeah,
is
she's
the
rich.
one.
Ayushi, you're a
You know what?
genius.
Yeah, fuck this. I'm leaning into it. I'm rich.
Yeah, do it.
My time I
This is
when I
not
be
even 1
unapologetic
euro.
for being rich. Me with my rented house and you with your 8-bed.
Don't get
mansion.
even one what size.
You know
all
what?
the euros and bitcoins that
I
you can
wish it's
afford.
an 8-bedroom mansion.
And Ayushi,
Cyrus-
never apologize for money. Okay, it's
Never
not your
apologize.
fault you're rich. Just like it's not somebody's fault they're poor. Except in the case of Abbas, it's his fault he's late. But that's different. It's not the
Guys,
same.
we should, but we
And
should,
poor.
but shouldn't we do that with Cyrus also? Okay, oh Spain, wow, Cyrus
I know,
is in
that's what I'm
Spain and all,
saying.
big
He's the
oh.
one who's on holiday. We're the one here on the
And
month.
Yeah,
holiday
Yeah.
with like Kunal didn't even agree to pay for it. So I was like, I'll spot you. Here.
I'll
So
do
that's
it.
what I want to
Yeah.
ask you.
Yes.
So it's you, Aisha, your kids, and Kunal.
Yeah, the happy family.
That's
What are the
so
sexual
sweet.
dynamics?
No, Cyrus. But what about the two most important people of your life, the dogs?
Yeah, you know what? 1 second. Because I can't hear with the headphones. It's covering my ears. Now I can hear you better. Yeah, it
But
makes a
what
lot
about
of
the two most important people of your life, Cyrus? The dogs.
Unfortunately, they have to hang in there till we come back. But my mom is there. My dad is there in some way. And we have a couple of people who we pay money to who work in the house. I don't want to call them staff because that's, giving them like a marketing and sales
Your
degree.
video has
Which
frozen.
is not exactly
No, it's
that. What?
No,
Nothing.
you're good. You just continue.
Cyrus, tell me something. You have the Tomatina Festival.
Does this
right?
look vulgar?
No, it looks lovely.
Let's carry
Cyrus,
on.
tell me something.
I'm
Tell me
warming
something,
up.
Cyrus.
It's like he's on a swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandfather chair, yeah.
Cyrus,
An old Spanish sailor. Tell me more. Huh?
you have the Tomatina Festival, all right?
Yes.
Now, if we had a festival for cucumber, onion, potato, chutney, and bread, then we can have the proper Mumbai Street Sandwich Festival.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
or the
took
Pav
very
Bhaji
long
festival.
to get that. This joke of yours took very long to
It's
get
not a
there.
joke. It's a genuine wish that I
You
have.
take this off from
it was a
yourself.
great setup.
There's no
and it
set.
went nowhere.
I'm in
I agree with
Also,
SBI.
It's also
SBI
31st
club.
August. It's
Also,
like barely a
Sriraam,
month away.
If you're throwing
I
onions
actually-
at people, you're breaking heads.
He
probably,
gets,
like,
he gets
obviously.
one
No, you're
chocolate
stamping
for
on
them.
them.
One fake
I mean,
chocolate.
but-
Oh,
yeah.
throwing as well, yeah.
But throwing it, no?
You're breaking heads,
Like
but
tomatoes
then
are soft.
you're breaking
Potatoes
heads.
aren't
You're
really by
breaking
default,
heads,
so.
but that's how you distinguish
Hey,
the gems
guys,
from the
the tomato
non.
Hey, do you
Apparently.
not remember? And it, like, I mean, Katrina Kaif gave us those instructions very well, right?
Yes.
टमाटर
Yes.
को press करना,
हाँ.
फिर फेंकना, नहीं तो लगेगा, right?
अच्छा, for in Zindagi Na Milegi
Zindagi
the
mein.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
a dialogue. That's an actual dialogue in
She
Zindagi.
actually says that.
Oh my god, how first world can Zoya Akhtar be? Fuck, I hate that. Sorry, I'm going to rant.
Someone
now.
else is late today. It's Vinay who's just walked into the
He
studio.
don't care anymore. He's quit his
Vinay
job.
is just
He's out.
walking.
Yeah.
Put the
Yeah,
camera on Vinay.
I mean, no,
What's going on?
there's no late for coming for Vinay anymore, man. He owns his space.
Oh, right, he's on his way
That's
out.
right.
He doesn't
Yeah,
care
yeah.
anymore.
He don't care,
Oh,
man.
right. It's like a
Yeah.
surgeon
So,
who's doing a free
When you
surgery.
move to your
don't
other
really
job,
care.
will you
Yeah,
call
yeah,
us
yeah,
to
yeah.
be guests on that show?
Who sprayed Volini in the studio?
He's not saying yes
Okay.
to what Ayushi just asked. Let the record show that.
No, he
but
will.
yes.
We are
I can't
friends.
hear-
Vinay.
Look at the way he said I will. Not convincing at
It's
all.
the way you tell comics that you let them up onto the
I don't.
set list. Right? That's the same
I never
way.
do that. I don't tell people
Scams,
that,
the
no,
both
no.
of you.
Yes.
Somebody
Cyrus,
pay me.
how much of this can you make out in the audio?
I don't make out I'm 50. I just look at people. I can't hear you all properly, but really interestingly, I'm really enjoying the show because of that. I'm just getting bits here and there.
I know, midway through the show,
Okay.
my volume actually kicked in and I was so upset because it was
Yeah.
great before.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I need a guy.
Sorry, you asked.
You guys know that Snoop Dogg's a guy who rolls the blunts? Does he have
Yeah.
a brother? I need a guy to hold the camera. It's a real headache.
Why don't you rest
You
it
could have
against
taken one of
something?
me
Wait,
along. I would have done that
But
for you.
Cyrus, do you already
Yeah,
have a person
except
who holds the
that
blunt?
you'll be 1 hour
That's
late
not
for the shoot.
He should have got a tripod, like a little those travel ones. Why don't you give him one of those?
My friend is
Because he
a
spent all
Because
his
it's
money on
Cyrus.
buying the mask.
One
Do you
second.
think
One
it'll make
second.
any difference if you give him all the tech in the world?
It's not tech, dude. It's just a stand,
Yeah,
man.
But it's still Cyrus, Baba. I have no idea.
Ayushi, my friend is a tripod. I mean, nothing's like his he basically can't balance on two legs anymore. Basically there's like a 3-limb issue and maybe 4 soon. Soon to be a table coming soon.
Is he there?
He's awake. Hey Kunal, come and say hi now. Fast. Kunal, he's cleaning the dishes and making the breakfast.
So sweet. So sweet.
How nice.
So sweet. It's a job. What do you think? This is free?
We are also all sweet for doing our jobs so nicely. Yes.
I wouldn't mind. The kids are attached to him. I'm happy to take Sriraam instead of you all. He's much better company and has hygienically look at. Much better.
And we both get laid that way.
I've been told that we apparently have to do topics.
Okay, fiction is your thing. Fair enough.
Fiction. One second.
Alright.
Your new producer is saying that we need to
Get a
Discuss some
topic,
topics
please.
apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to leave, guys, very fast. So before you start the AMAs, can I go? Bye.
No, but we are doing a topic. If you want to do one topic with us.
Yeah, Cyrus, do.
Quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, a school in Mumbai called Aditya Birla World Academy.
It's very well known. Yeah, it's a very
I was
well known
making sure.
school.
I was making sure.
Can Abbas set it up so that I can leave first?
No.
Aditya Birla World Academy is basically
Abba, right? It's called.
They're gonna let kids wear whatever uniform they want. So you
gender
genderless.
neutral uniforms
Thanks,
where children
Ayushi.
of all genders.
Thank you. Oh my God, I've reached the end of the trip. I'll be back in the airport by the time we reach
And they're
this
going to be called
topic.
skirts, which is a combination of
No, but
skirts.
Scots
No,
is
no.
already a word.
Skirts, they can wear skirts, they can wear shorts, they can wear pants, or a combination of skirts and shorts called skirts.
Do they
But it
have a
doesn't help
picture?
me.
What does that look like?
Looks
A
like this.
skirt is where you wear
Baba.
the shorts,
Looks like this.
and there's a singular flap on top, so it kind of
okay.
looks like a skirt,
But
but then
it's
inside
shorts
it's like
inside.
ta-da, it's shorts. So you can do sports
I
in
hope
the
to God the
skirts.
kids aren't doing that. The
Sriraam.
trick.
That
No.
seems
See.
very. Yeah.
Ram into 3. It doesn't help you and me, right? Because we're more into the whole let's not wear much.
Yeah.
So what about us?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
we
do
were
away with
topless.
uniforms altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Barcelona
but baby
was-
steps, size baby steps, yeah. I mean, like
You
they'll
think- you
first,
think, okay,
yeah.
all right.
I mean,
Was
which
this-
is odd because the next thing I mandate is a diaper, and that's it.
Yeah. But it's the right way because you and I can start with skirts and then take it further.
Yeah, eventually get
I think you would enjoy skirts, so everyone makes this
I
big
would
hue
love
and
to
cry
wear a
about
skirt.
like men wearing a skirt. But tell,
Lungis are essentially longer.
yeah, but
Yeah,
imagine
part
there's
of my
so much,
tradition,
and
yeah.
specifically in our climate,
But-
it's so
but-
nice and
It
Are you
is
seeing
breezy.
very
Are you sure? But skirts will have another problem because the whole meaning of watch the stairs will take a different sort of approach to it, right? Because
What?
if you're wearing skirts, you have to put
Watch
the
the
sign up.
stairs.
People like Sriraam and me would stand under the stairs while people go up.
Yeah, we just keep staring at the stairs. Yeah.
Don't explain it more than that. You'll figure
No,
it
no,
out.
in malls there are those transparent escalators.
Ceilings.
Like,
Huh.
no, I saw this picture someone put up on Twitter and they were like, this is how you know they had no women on the
Somehow I feel
architecture
we've lost
team.
the essence of the topic where this is finally
Yeah,
put
okay.
on
Also,
there.
the reason
back
they're
to
doing
it.
this is to make space for people who identify as somewhere on the
Whatever.
gender
Yeah,
spectrum
yeah.
and not just one
Be
or the
open
other, right?
to
Yeah, yeah.
everyone,
Point.
basically.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so wear whatever you
Also,
want.
sports is also one of the considerations I think they.
But
have.
sports, anyway, you have a different kit, no?
Yeah, but it's just the fact that I think because the general kit is then women have to change or something. I'm assuming.
You know,
into
but
the
you have to
sportswear
change
and then-
anyway. You don't wear your uniform and then play a sport. You have
Are
to
the
change.
parents okay with
Different
it?
Not in
uniform.
Ava, of course, you have to follow like dress code and all, but also in that
Is
Kerala
this,
school-
is this owned by Yash Birla?
It
Because
is
he
the
seems the
Birla
kind
school.
of guy.
Yeah, it is
No,
the
no,
Birla
no.
It's
school.
not by
No,
Yash
the
Birla,
other,
but it's
the
in
Kumar
the
Mangalam,
other.
the Kumar
yeah.
Mangalam Birla family. But let me just quickly tell you, the day is not far when they're going to outlaw the Abdi guard. One of the treasures for all of us, no pun intended, when we played cricket. They're going to say it's not gender neutral, it's gender, going towards one side, and so
No,
it's
no,
better.
no.
But don't
Please wear your
do
guard.
women not wear abdomen guards? Because I imagine it's
Do they
required.
have
While playing
balls?
cricket, while
Yeah.
playing
Silverie?
cricket, why?
Do
No,
they have
I-
testicles?
No,
Answer the
but
question.
it can still
What do you
hurt.
know?
No, there.
No, then you should just get a guard anywhere.
Oh,
Anywhere,
just get a
cricket
guard,
ball
yeah.
or just, I mean,
Right,
that-
right.
Women wear the good old like the armor that people have while fighting, where the crotch armor.
You're
There
you're
is such a
sounding
thing,
like
okay.
sexist barbarians. What is wrong with you?
No.
I usually slap
I
them
think
all.
he- I think
Slap
he
them, I
started
say.
It's the other way. I was trying to.
We just try to inform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do they
But
wear?
in
They
a
actually wear
patronizing
something?
manner.
I have to.
You're such
There
a-
is
I
no
want to
woman
know
who plays
more.
a cricket over here.
I'm so
I do
innocent.
not play cricket.
Yeah.
Ayushi, ever since Ayushi retired, no, the laws have gone.
I know,
haywire.
it's not really been the same, has it?
You mean to say Sachin played cricket today, he would not be adjusting his Abdi guard every 2
Which
minutes?
would be 30% of time saved. Really?
4 more
You watch
centuries.
along with it. There's some
I-
ad
but
work
I-
in the middle.
gender-wise, you should continue wearing the cup. Like there's no one's coming after that. Don't
Cyrus
worry.
tried to go for a joke and we took it seriously. And now all of this has just become a serious discussion on what's the state of the
That's
world.
what comedy is in
The
2022.
See, now the podcast is the opposite. We went for it seriously in 2015 and it became a joke by 2015 second week. These things happen all the time beyond our control. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave now because I have to start packing bags to go to Marbella. 6 hours in a train with the
But
same
in the
people.
intro, you said you're in Majorca.
Wait. Is the Maharashtra government following? Really? We're getting all these stories.
You know,
That's
it
what
hasn't
they've been
happened
hearing.
yet.
You went away, na, Cyrus.
Kunal, it hasn't happened yet. Kunal is topless, so we can't show him.
No, because
Apparently.
Shinde then said that but you know, somebody in my office said I don't know, he was like, when I told him, I was like, the government's not going to fall. The Shinde has said he's back, he's never going to leave the Sena and all. He's like, no. He pledged his allegiance to Bal Thackeray, not Uddhav. The game is still afoot. And I was like, this is what happens.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
This is
it's
like-
interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, when you
Sriraam,
come back, it might be a different Maharashtra.
I just
Yeah.
hope you become the chief minister in the next 15 days.
I am looking for a job change. So.
Go back on that LinkedIn thingy and check the platform and see your name and make sure leave this Baba and ashram thingy behind you and now go straight for the jugular.
No,
Let's have
I
new
think
leadership.
but then
commit
that-
to the Baba
that way
route
you-
and get
That's-
back in
oh, there-
politics. That's
yeah.
also possible.
I'm
Yeah.
direct competitor
You're
to
saying
Aditya
all-rounder.
Bisht.
By day, he's a spiritualist. By night, he's a
No,
politicalist.
Yeah.
Ajay
Yeah.
Bisht.
Or he can just be a spiritual politician. Like there are tons
Then
of
I
those,
can
no?
be Aditya Bisht.
And then make sure you bring back uniforms to schools because I'm getting very confused with these kids walking
Yeah.
around wearing nothing.
Yeah.
I'll think I'm back in Barcelona when I visit this school. Okay,
Wait,
can I?
you think
Yes.
that the uniform change means they're not going to wear anything?
I'm just feeling jealous because I hated uniforms, hated them so much.
Same.
You know, I used to borrow
Always.
ties for the inspection and all that, and the bag never had any of that. The pocket was always torn. I mean, someone's not built for clothes, you know. Just imagine this Divas alone. I've worn the same shirt in Barcelona for 7 days. The Spanish king has called me for a meeting.
And being an overweight kid, right, is very difficult. Like for me, when I was quite overweight as a kid, and none of the uniforms fit properly, man.
Yeah.
So
There
it
you
was
go.
always like
No,
a
and
thing.
then they
So
had
was
the-
another option.
insecure
in the
Oh,
assembly,
oh.
they would check you were not wearing proper shoes,
And
you're not
yeah,
wearing
polished
school
shoes
cup
are-
belt, you're
yeah,
not wearing ties,
Exactly.
stand
Yeah.
in the side.
I mean, it was like a military academy, and then we all came out
Yeah.
looking like losers. And Silverie,
And
just
also
to,
the biggest issue, guys, studying. What about
Yes.
no, that we had tuitions, no? Private schools, all of us had tuition. Nobody studied in school. Don't be silly, Sriraam. Don't expose
So
yourself.
much of
like
your like you guys not enjoying the uniform, this, that, the other. And then I don't know whether there's a direct correlation. Like none of y'all went into a more, like all of y'all are in the creative space where you don't have like a structured
Yeah.
set of.
I'm a bank clerk.
Good
I told you,
paradox.
Ayushi.
I mean, it's like interesting because I wouldn't think to complain about it so much because I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of like, you know, when you go to office, you have a dress code. It's a dress code. Like you have to
That's
maintain.
also the reason why you're the only one who's rich on this panel, apart from
Stop.
Cyrus.
And
Now you're
Cyrus
sounding,
looking
She
forward-
now
goes to
you're sounding
work.
jealous
Ayushi
and
goes to
angry.
work.
Abbas, now you're
I
sounding
go
like a
to
raging
work, I
Middle
have
East
a
bank
job.
clerk. Yeah. Stop it. Leave her alone. I will protect her. She's my tribe from the same area. Don't
Hey,
be
what
harsh.
are- what
Anything
were
bad
you-
to her.
Same
Okay.
area
You
of
should have taken me
Majorca.
to Spain
The
then if
hand
you
of
really
God.
wanted to protect
Wrong
me.
country with the hand of God.
Can I just suggest something now? I was recently, like, you know, I've been
It's just
the
the
latest.
suggestion to stop because I have to leave.
Wait, no,
bye.
Cyrus, you'd love this.
Bye-bye, Cyrus.
The latest from my hometown in
Let me plug
Kerala.
into you. Sriraam,
The latest from my hometown is a new innovation, which is Velcro lungis. And,
Oh,
Wow.
nice, interesting.
Chimbo.
and Ayushi, don't you
Chimbo is
dare
giving a
spit
yes,
on my culture. Okay. How dare you?
You mean instead of tying it, you
good
just
idea.
patch it
Velcro.
up?
It
Yeah,
is
good
Yeah,
Velcro.
I would
it
love to
sticks.
try that.
And I would say all of Abba or whatever your schools are, Velcro lungis. That's the future. And no gold cherry on the side, all right? We are very class
But
conscious.
Sriraam, you guys are more sophisticated. Back in my hometown, we just wear the towel. Where you can see.
That's what Cyrus, that is us. Cyrus, that is us.
Okay, Cyrus is-
This
Cyrus-
is-
on the
This is no
Cyrus-
longer a kids show.
Cyrus, that is us in the dark ages of 2018. But ever since we invented the Velcro lungi, the towel is obsolete. I'm telling you, it's gone.
And you have more colors. See, our towels are mostly
Exactly.
white and there's the
Velcro.
No, there are colorful towels also.
Yeah.
Why do you guys-
Towels.
Not in Barcelona, apparently. Okay, I have to go. Bye, guys.
Okay, okay.
Bye.
And see
See
you.
you.
Good night.
Please bring Toblerone.
Good morning or whatever.
Oh, Zoya
Toblerone.
Akhtar. Zoya Akhtar is welcome. Bye, guys. Bye,
In
bye.
Spain, shooting Archies. All right.
Okay, what were your school uniforms, by the way? A quick What color?
I had different colors. So
I also went to a Birla owned
so I
school, by
changed
the way.
What?
Yeah.
I changed 11 schools in my life, and sorry, please go
Were
ahead.
you just
I will-
It's okay.
were
I
you
just cut you off.
collecting uniforms like Tazos?
Yeah,
then?
that's what it would
you
seem
saying.
like, yes. So I had like a lot of whites, I had some greys. I had the last one in 11th and 12th was yellow t-shirt, yellow shirt, brown pants. And so that was the
Yellow
regular
shirt,
school
And
day.
that's what you wore last week. Let's not lie.
Those
Yeah,
both.
that's probably what. That's very, very
but
possible.
That
But
last
you-
week he didn't belong to any house, like
Yes.
blue house or yellow house. It was just.
I was in yellow
I
house.
just want to point out yellow shirt and brown pants is like urine and poo color.
Yeah, that's what
That
we
was
used
the
to say.
advantage. That's why they
So that's
designed
like-
it accordingly.
yeah, correct.
Abbas, that so that Antariksh when he's in 12th grade and has to pee and
Yes.
poop whenever. But
I,
yeah,
I'm
And
reminded
tie?
of it by my uniform.
Tie?
No tie.
No tie.
yeah, we never had ties either.
Really?
Oh, we
No,
had
this
that.
school
But
did
not the
have
girls.
that.
Not the
I've
girls.
been
The
in
boys
schools-
had ties.
I've been in schools
I don't
where
know why I
ties
pointed like
compulsory.
this.
Yeah.
Also, we had a sports day. Like so, on 2 days of the week, we had PT class or PE class.
half pants.
And so we had either half pants or white pants. So both will have to be white. And the house color
Of
shirt,
course.
t-shirt.
Our house color was like it was a badge you had to print on the breast pocket, and then after that it just like became a
Did you
thing.
guys go to co-ed schools or all
Co-ed.
boys?
Co-ed,
schools?
Co-ed
all co-ed.
schools, yeah.
Did you guys have? Did your houses have names other than just red house and yellow
Yeah,
house?
yeah, yeah.
Like what names? did
Dude,
you guys have?
mine were saffron, white, and green houses.
That
Oh wait,
was the
that's
name?
like the color of
Yeah,
the
that
flag.
was,
Oh, wow.
and that
No-
those
no
were the
blue?
houses.
Were you in
no
Saffron?
blue.
Were you in Saffron?
I was in Saffron.
Of course, I could see the Hindutva in you, Abbas, far away. Yeah.
We had
Okay.
Tilak House and Shivaji House and
Oh.
Gandhi House.
Oh,
Yeah.
ours was the founders of our school. It was Savage,
Gryffindor,
Farmer.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Ayushi would be a total Slytherin.
Wow, he just called
Yeah.
you evil.
No, they're sharp and they are
Oh.
But
cunning.
you know, I'm not gonna lie. Consistent and consecutive BuzzFeed quizzes have told me the same thing.
Oh, really?
Exactly, see?
Wow.
So
You're
Abbas,
choosing the wrong
Abbas,
answers,
she
Ayushi.
called you BuzzFeed.
Ritasha
That's
would be a
an insult.
Gryffindor.
Ayushi called you BuzzFeed. That's an insult.
Yeah.
No,
Right
I'll
there.
take it.
Have any of you ever worked at BuzzFeed? I'm sure of it. It's got like some rite of
I'd-
passage
hey,
for people.
I'd rather beg for
Just
money.
because
but
we
yeah.
don't like rules doesn't mean we go all the way to BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed, yeah. It's just sort of.
Why? So, but wasn't like, is that how you all feel about Indian BuzzFeed?
I hate it. It's
I mean, is it
Wasn't
isn't
it?
even relevant
No,
anymore?
because there was I think like 2 years when they had like a bunch of content creators who were clearly killing it and crushing. I mean, whether you liked it or not, the content was viral every single
That's because
time.
I know,
Rekha
I
Jha
know.
was the editor and she did some good work in
Exactly.
online,
So I'm
online
saying,
marketing.
but after that, it's been what?
pretty
Consistent.
dumb and dull.
And
It's
you all have
always been
not.
dumb.
I've never
and
gone
dull.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Sure.
It's like how? Oh, let's run a website where we ask about Harry Potter quizzes. Remember Friends, guys? It was so great, right?
Yeah.
And after this thing is problematic, all right, and you won't believe this thing. And oh, cool, that's it. That's the website.
No,
Such
you're making
great
me
work.
feel bad that I did the quiz.
It's fine, Ayushi. Don't feel bad. You're a Slytherin. You shouldn't be feeling bad.
Should we do
Actually, the
the
thing is,
AMAs?
I
Yes,
did the quiz
please.
many years ago. Back when like BuzzFeed was,
Now you're a
it
changed
just
person.
come
Back
out.
when the
you-
JK Rowling
Now I
wasn't
just do.
cancelled.
Now I just do plan a meal and we'll tell you what kind of wedding you'll have. It's really fun.
And what kind of wedding will you have?
It's gonna be country barnyard chic apparently, according to BuzzFeed.
That's
though.
why. See, now imagine a guy in Latur
Oh.
going through BuzzFeed and them knowing country barnyard chic as their wedding plan. Then you know what the problem with BuzzFeed is, right? Like,
But to be honest, country barnyard chic is way more accessible to the guy in Latur than it is to
yeah,
me.
right next to the countryside. Yeah, that is
Far
true. That
from
is fair.
country
That is
and
fair.
barn.
That is fair. That is
I'm
fair.
just chick.
Yeah.
Someone take
not
me
right.
off
That
the
was
show.
not right. That was not right. But it's fine.
AMA?
All right, let's get to-
Abbas and Antariksh have zoned out. Like, it's just our
Yeah,
show now.
something about marriage.
Welcome to our
just
class.
makes us forget everything.
Guys, I'm off.
Because of marriage and all. It's
just-
Honestly,
Yeah.
just give me a mic and a live stream. I can
Yeah.
just continue
You
all
don't
day.
need much.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
All right, getting to the AMAs. The first one comes in from Avranil Paul, who says, I agree with Cyrus and Amit from the previous ep. The greatest of
Wow.
players rarely become a
We're
good
not
coach.
getting
Previous Cyrus
We're
was
not
getting
Cyrus
you
and
to
Amit
make
weren't
questions,
here.
are
Take
we?
this
Like-
out. You know what,
No, I
Sparsh?
thought
This
it
is
would
for
be
those
interesting.
other
It is
guests.
just-
I
that
thought it
is
would be
what
interesting to
amazing.
hear
What was the
amazing.
question?
what all of us have to say about cricket. Because this the question
But
is,
this was for
which Indian
yesterday's
cricket player
guest.
do you think will be a great coach? Let's go, guys. None
Which
of us
Indian cricket player
know
do
cricket.
I think would be a
Sriraam is
great
the only one
No,
who's
actually, there.
A good cricketer.
Out of the
Yes.
current lot?
Sure.
Current lot, or maybe like the recent, like the Dravid era, who would be.
our
Dravid, of course,
era.
Dravid would be great, of
He
course.
is-
Dravid
he's
great.
a- he's a coach.
Yeah, he's a coach.
He is.
Yeah.
Antariksh.
I know, but he also will be great in the future. Okay, Ayushi.
Yeah, he is.
I think Kohli would be a bad coach. He'll be an awful
I don't think
coach.
he'd be a good
Yeah.
coach. I
He'll just be
think
very
I think
angry, yes.
MSD in a couple of years maybe
No.
would.
Why do you
Why
feel
not?
so?
He
Why
ha-
do you feel so?
Because I think he was a good leader and he understood the team very well. And I think a coach sometimes is not just about like the finesse of the actual game, because
Yeah.
a lot of the cricketers come with that.
Yeah.
And you have specific coaches for that. You have a batting,
Yeah.
bowling, or fielding, all of that.
Yeah.
I'm saying coach like in terms of the team, like where are you taking them as individuals?
I agree. I just feel like the
I
thing
think MSD had that. He
But
had
then,
that
but then if you had
dad.
to look at successful coaches, Shastri of course was successful. Before that, Kirsten was successful, right? So if you look at that sort of persona, it's never the front of the team that's the coach that's
Ravi
successful.
Shastri was successful, yes, but in terms
I mean, he's a
of
great man manager.
yeah,
you can give
but
him whatever.
man
you want.
manager in the sense like what was the general topic and gossip around that was
Yeah,
like he
no,
let
I
Virat
got-
do whatever he wants.
No, but I think it's not just that. I feel
Not
like
that I have anything against Virat.
or alcohol. But anyways, but I think that's
Or
what-
alcohol.
Yeah.
That's true. Just wanna put it out there.
Yeah.
But I think that there was some little bit like Dravid has that silent
Yeah,
stone
actually,
cold,
that's
very mature.
That's an interesting point. I feel like Dravid would be a great coach irrespective of the team. I
and
think
he has been.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
proved.
exactly.
Under 19,
yeah.
he's taken them
Well,
to the
Yeah, and
next
Kohli
level
needed a Shastri specifically, I would say. Who,
because of his ego.
I think Kohli, he sets the bar so high. I think you got to let him do that. He's still the most successful captain. So
Shastri was successful because he kept the spirits high.
Yeah, but that's,
That's a
true.
old
Why is
joke.
your
You
name?
know, when I
One
asked that-
second.
and
No.
Kohli was successful because he kept the bar high. Guys, remember?
But why is your username Meet Modi?
It's Meet Modi.
Meet Modi. You know, which is better, Ayushi, because the first option for his first name was Howdy. So Howdy Modi was. But then the parents were like, let's do Meet.
2017 का जोक मारा रे
So
श्रीराम.
sorry.
ठीक
Meet, I'm
It's
so
just
sorry.
memory, no? It's good.
Next
okay.
question.
All right.
I don't think Rohit Sharma would be good.
Yeah.
I think
No,
Rishabh
But
Pant
generally, it's
will
all,
be
but
good.
no. What?
Rishabh is still
मेरे को क्या
finding
पता, मैंने
it.
सिर्फ
I
नाम बोल
really
दिया.
was not expecting a serious answer to that because I thought none of us can talk cricket ever. But Ayushi, I'm very impressed. Huh?
Why? Because I'm a girl?
No, because you haven't talked cricket before. I thought you
She's
were into
always
cricket.
talked cricket.
You have?
Damn.
Okay,
With
I guess.
Ajay and Cyrus.
Burn.
I didn't know, yeah. I just never. paid
जल्दी
attention.
पूछ viewership drop हो रहा है.
Okay, question.
VB has asked, can you please suggest a valid reason for work from home for a week so that my manager will get convinced other than not feeling well?
COVID symptoms.
Again, that's not feeling well. though,
Or
no?
if you would like a more creative answer, you can say you have work going on in your house and the people are coming in and out, and so you have to be there because who's going to let them in? You have no one else in the house. You live alone, and then you can work from home.
Say someone in your
Done.
family is
Next.
unwell.
I'd say just tell them that you don't have a home. You're homeless. So you're searching for a home.
But then all the more reason come to the office and work now.
No, but then after that, office hours are still like
Nahin,
limited. No, they have to go back where then after office?
Grandfather died and the rituals say I can't leave the house for 2 weeks.
Please
What?
don't kill any grandfathers. Like imaginary or
Depends.
not.
If your grandfather's already dead, then you can.
Yeah,
Like,
grandfather's
sort of.
soul is in the house for 2 weeks. If I leave, then the soul will not get rest.
Or like, I don't know, my mother broke her leg, so I have to take care of her
boss ने
for-
बोला show mother's leg.
Then
Then
Why?
break your
कौन
mother's leg,
बोलेगा?
man. What? That,
कौन बोलेगा?
it's an excuse. You have to follow
And
through.
make her wear
break
like a
your mother's
bandage.
leg. Yeah. Just do it.
Use my excuse. It's like the least.
What was yours, Ayushi?
Just say that there's work going on in your house and you live alone, so you have to be there to let people in and out of the house.
That's really quite good, I would say. That would work.
I
Why
think
would
that's
it
a-
sound-
that's a-
Generally,
valid thing.
the intonation from that is like, hey, you know what? Why can't you just schedule these for the weekend? Why are you using the
But
weekend?
Because the monsoon has started and my walls are leaking and it's flooding in the
Or-
house, I have no option.
or my building does not allow construction work on the weekends because that's also a thing.
yeah,
in a lot
that's
of buildings.
also true.
Smart. Very
Basically, you have to
Next.
own a house as a prerequisite for this.
Next
No,
question.
or rent a house.
Or rent a house, yeah.
Costa,
Or
your
break a mother's
girlfriend
leg.
is
Who cares?
pregnant?
Yeah.
Sunshine
Congratulations.
07 has asked a question. This is clearly for Abbas.
Is it Abbas's dick size?
It says, what
kind
kind
of
of wedding
wedding
would the men on the panel have? Abbas with Sunshine 07 is what he would have at the wedding.
One
never
second,
given it a
but
thought,
genuinely,
actually.
think about it for like a second. What kind
Yeah.
of wedding would you like?
Yeah, that's right.
I've thought of destination
Barnyard,
weddings.
what?
Shut up.
Barnyard
chic.
fuck
Country
Barnyard chic.
chic.
That's the wedding, yeah.
Yes.
And they're all single, three of them.
You know, like
all
I-
three
I
of
would-
them
I
are
would- I
single.
I have
Antariksh, go first, yeah.
I always think of destination weddings, like a cool
Fair enough.
cliched Mauritius wedding would be nice.
Mauritius wedding.
Yeah, I
nice.
mean, like, it would be nice. You know, it's like a beautiful place. Everything looks great.
Absolutely. There's nothing cliche about that. You aim for that.
Thank you. I will now.
Wow,
That's
that
it.
was so
That's all I
patronizing. That was
needed.
so you aim for that, Antariksh.
I
You
don't
don't
think
get
I was
it, but sure, aim for it. Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
He's distributing
It's more
projectors
like
to
that.
every second month old girl of his. Like, where will he afford like like
you have to be
Mauritius?
you have to be conservative
One of
if
those
you want to get
projectors-
to Mauritius.
One of those projector girls will stick, and then I'll go to
It
Mauritius.
sounds
with
like, you're projecting the girls on a screen and one of them is...
Yes.
Never mind. Abbas?
I remember the most fun wedding I've ever been to was a Goan Catholic wedding.
Okay.
It was.
So that's the wedding you want.
I'll want that.
You'll have a
Why
Goan
not? A
Catholic
church wedding where
You'll convert to
you get
Catholicism
married for the wedding.
For that
Yes.
one
I was going to say conflicting religions, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or he'll marry
You know
a
what?
Christian. No.
Same
Just marry a Christian.
root source. So
And
I'm
then you
sure
can
it'll
have
be
both
fine.
weddings.
Sure. No, so after the church was all very official and whatever. The
So you want to
ceremony
have
was
like a
done.
best man and like
Yeah, that's all
Yeah, that's
bridesmaids
good.
and
Yeah.
best men. And,
I think
You
that's
won't have
cool.
bridesmaids, buddy.
No, but
No, but I'll get to all as the
corresponding.
bridesmaids on my wedding
Oh,
day.
hey, what was
Single.
Sunshine 07?
All three of them are
Be
single.
careful of your wedding day.
The truth is, I don't want to
Baba,
get married.
what kind of... Oh,
Yeah.
you have thrown a spanner in this
What
quiz.
did he say? What did
This
he
is
say?
not an
He doesn't
option,
want to
sir.
get married.
BuzzFeed cannot register your
What did he
response.
say?
He said he doesn't want to get married.
Which is the correct answer that I was going for. Is the trick question. I don't want to get married. Perfectly happy. I would want a companion, but and maybe like do
Silverie
a,
should have a drive-in wedding. She says like,
With a fleet of 7 cars.
दूल्हा एक कार में दुल्हन
Yeah,
एक कार
okay.
में.
okay. If I had to do a wedding, I think I'd bring all friends, no relatives, 100%.
No relatives at
no
all.
relatives at
Not
all.
even your parents?
No.
It's kind of cruel, man.
Why cruel?
I mean, he's
They
just
brought you
thinking.
into the
Let-
world.
Let him think. It's fine.
That's
And I
It's definitely
criticize
not
them
gonna
to this day.
Abbas, you
but,
said the answer I wanted to hear. Sunshine wants to keep it cash, guys. She doesn't want to get married.
She wanted to hear the answer where you ogle all of her bridesmaids. That's the where she's like, I had him when he started ogling at my
Yeah.
bridesmaids. That's when
Yeah,
he raised the
and
man
so,
of my
so
life.
on
Yeah.
the wedding day, when they ask you,
Shavik,
when the
Abbas,
person
will
asks
you choose Silverie as your best man?
No, he won't. And
There's your answer.
but
I choose Sriraam as my best man.
nice.
That's
But
my
he-
man.
Okay, now I'm jealous. No. All right. So that brings us to the end of the episode. I think.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
We can end on time today.
What an awkward
What an awkward.
ending.
Let's take
Oh,
one more
take
AMA.
another
You guys just-
question. Take
One more AMA.
question.
Yeah, that was such a.
How would you like to get divorced?
In court on live stream.
No,
Is,
divorce.
Have
I'd
you guys
like to
been
go
to
to
a-
Maldives or
Have you guys been to a divorce party?
Destination divorce.
Oh,
No, I haven't, but I heard that
Ayushi,
this is a thing.
Country barnyard chic divorce. Like just,
I'm not spending money on my divorce.
Yeah, lawyers पे इतना spend करेगा तो where's the money left over?
I just feel like it should be nice, I mean, like
The divorce?
yeah, it should be. I think we need to rethink the divorce market.
When you say nice, what do you mean? Like you end on cordial terms?
Do you mean like the nice
you
between
get
the
a
two
1x2
people?
cutting together, like a nice sort of.
Just when I thought Sriraam is being genuine,
Yeah.
he tries to crack a joke.
no,
and
but
then
I
ruins
generally
it.
mean that.
It's
in
a
the sense that-
classic comic, like,
Yeah.
unable to
SBI
have...
clerk, I'm telling you,
Totally.
SBI clerk. I
See, you're
wish
Where
still
are you
doing it.
actually working now, by the way?
SBI clerk. I keep telling, no one believes. It's lunchtime right now. That's why I can do the podcast.
At 11 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
One more AMA. Let's do one more AMA.
Okay, Shavik Bakshi asked, have you guys seen Kunal Kamra's stand-up workshop that he has uploaded on his YouTube channel? What are your views?
No,
Man,
because
now
I
Sriraam
don't want
is
to...
here for an hour. Oh.
All right, that was the answer to the question. Shortest
If
question
any
ever.
comic is selling you any sort of workshop, any sort of thing that to learn,
Always
they are
take it.
scamming you.
Always
and
take
how the only way to
It's the
learn
most
comedy
worth
is
thing.
get up on stage or crack weird jokes next to Ayushi and she'll judge you. But that's still feedback, all right? And that's the only way
happy to
that's
judge all of
yeah,
you.
and you get, that's what, some people pay money, like 300 rupees to judge you. And that's the only way to go about it.
I actually bought Biswa's workshop. Not even kidding.
And look at Antariksh, she used to be
Yes.
funnier before.
Yeah,
and,
I did.
And
really
look
did.
how much damage, irreparable damage that thing did.
Biswa has done to me.
It's just sort of bad.
Yeah, yeah.
How much did you pay if you don't mind?
I think it was like
revealing?
400,
That's it?
300. Yeah, it wasn't
Oh,
much at all.
okay.
That's not...
It's
That's
free,
okay.
but Vineet, you're paying with your time, and
Yeah.
that's stupid, all right?
And-
Like
And your comedy.
yeah,
I think
and you know what? There's also a
And
story
he
that I
isn't
heard.
funny.
There's
Biswa.
can I?
No, Kunal Kamra.
Oh,
Biswa,
Kunal Kamra.
excuse me, hilarious, but not Kunal
Can I tell you a
Kamra.
story about a comic who did a workshop? So they invited a bunch of people to a venue and they said, we're going to do a workshop. And then after that played like another comic's video and said, you can never achieve that.
What was
Isn't that someone's joke?
Did they?
Now we know. That's why I didn't specify it. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Who did this?
Can't say. I'll tell you offline, Ayushi.
Sick gossip. Gotta go. Bye.
All right, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
We'll
See
see you
Bye.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
And maybe Cyrus shows up again tomorrow also. So please come back. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.